We reached out to one of our subscribers and redid their kitchen for free. So in this video, we're gonna show you the entire process from start to finish, and at the end, we're gonna do a big reveal of this amazing kitchen renovation. So the question you might be asking yourself is, why? Why are we doing this? And my answer to that is another question. Why not?
But why not?
When we started this YouTube channel several years ago, we had no idea it would get to where it is today. Nearly 100,000 subscribers, tons of additional support through our channel membership and our Patreon that we just launched. So the whole Paint People team got together and discussed what are some great ways to give back to our community. We're the paint people after all, so why not paint and redo a kitchen for someone, which in my opinion is the most high value renovation you can do inside your home. So that's what we're doing today. Felisa is one of our subscribers and we're gonna reward her with a brand new kitchen on our dime. We're paying for it all. But I definitely cannot do this on my own. We have one of our head designers, Maria, that's gonna help out with this project. And then of course we have Rade from Paint Core. So he's gonna do all the spraying of the cabinets. It's gonna look amazing. Now, one thing I will say regarding this kitchen renovation is that we ended up going with a Benjamin Moore color, but which one? Well, I guess you're just gonna have to wait and see. All right, now let's go to the job site and talk to Felisa and Steve about their kitchen that's in need of some TLC. So here's the kitchen in question. Honestly, I've seen worse, but this walnut style cabinet is a little bit dated at this point, and more importantly, it just doesn't fit the rest of their house. Hello, Steve and Felisa. So what caused you to change it up? Why are you looking to get it repainted and redone?
Well, initially we had some issues with our cabinetry from the toaster being directly under there. So that really bothered me. So I had inquired about changing it, changing the color, changing the material.
Everything is so open and airy, and you know, once you get to the kitchen, it is a different vibe. It's not necessarily, you know, unappealing, but it just isn't as cohesive, I think. So
I think we'd like to go much lighter just to make it feel a little more airy in the space. We are open to other colors, definitely. I know you can recommend some.
Yeah, and also this is an amazing accent wall, just as a side note. I love this.
And we wanted that as like the focal point, so we also don't want to do anything to kind of take away from that in the kitchen.
And Rade is one of the best in the business.
I heard.
Paint Core is amazing, so I'm gonna get his opinion on it as well, because he's seen a ton of different kitchens, so I'm sure he has some cool ideas that we can kind of talk about. And
yes, we need some help.
Awesome, guys.
Yay!
All right, Rade, we're in the kitchen.
Okay.
We gotta talk color.
What color are we picking?
I don't know. You tell me, yeah. The owners definitely want to lighten the space up. So there's obviously quite a few options we can go with, right? Like Chantilly lace, Chantilly lace, Chantilly lace. And white's obviously a great choice because it's bright, it opens everything up. Maybe it's too much white, could be a thing.
We don't want to go too white. I think we should do a little bit of undertone of gray or a gray, something like that.
Yeah, just like a little baby step in one direction or another.
Yeah.
So I noticed that there's some peeling happening here.
Yeah, so this is like a thermofoil veneer. It's pretty much like vacuum sealed on with some glue. Underneath you have brand new MDF doors. We're gonna remove this thermofoil with a heat gun, sand them down. You have brand new MDF doors underneath, and we'll re-lacquer them. They'll look brand new.
This guy does everything. Jeez Louise, it's like you're professional or something.
Yeah, we are, I think so.
As confident as I am in myself and Rade, we decided to bring in one of our designers, Maria, to really set this whole project off. As for the kitchen, it's out with the old and then in with the new hotness. This whole process, very labor intensive. I'm really glad I'm the guy holding the camera right now. Instead of opting for a stone with very dramatic veining, we went for a more subtle approach with this project. With the countertops and backsplash installed, it's time to paint. Rade and the rest of the Paint Core team did some amazing prep. Now we can finally start to prime. And no, this is not the finish coat, it's just an undercoat. All of the cabinet doors themselves have been removed and sent to the shop, so why don't we head on over and see the next part of the process.
Big day today. We are at the Paint Core headquarters. We're gonna see how the cabinets are gonna be refinished. It's an interesting one because it's not like these are just wood cabinets that you spray. They're thermofoil, which means there's a little thin vinyl coating over them. We're not gonna show you the final look until the big reveal, which is gonna be super exciting and super fun. Let's go inside.
What's up, buddy? How's it going?
Good, man. Good to see you too. We're in the shop. He's gonna show us like the different steps that go into this kind of project.
A lot of kitchens come this way. It's like a laminate finish infused on top of an MDF base. We get a lot of clients that have these doors, and they have a lot of problems with the lamination on the edges of the doors. So what we do is we remove thermofoil. We use a steam process. The beautiful thing is you got brand new MDF doors underneath the thermofoil.
Even this looks nice on its own, eh?
It does. We let the glue dry out for about 24 hours.
See a little bit, eh?
We'll sand the door down, and then we'll prime it. In this situation, we primed it 3 times. We gotta apply now 2 coats of top coat.
I was gonna say, like, where's the top coat, dude?
Yeah, the top coat's coming, man. It's almost there.
You're gonna have to wait to see the reveal at the end when we get the top coat.
It's a bedroom war color. It's an off-white with a touch of gray in it.
Off-white, not plain white, not
plain white. No. It's a little bit more creamier, a little bit more grayish, you know.
Sick.
It's got that vibe.
I'm excited to see it, man.
I can't wait till this gets done.
Each and every one of these doors goes through a painstaking process of cleaning, priming, and painting, layer upon layer upon layer. And this is going to give Felisa and Steve brand new factory finished doors for their kitchen. It sure beats brushing and rolling, I'll tell you that for free. So today's the big day. We're at Felisa's place. We're gonna see the kitchen for the first time. Come on in. Woo. Hey!
Hi, come on in, welcome.
Felisa. Before I show you the kitchen, let's go talk to Maria, the head designer for this project. So today I have a special guest. We have Maria from the Paint People, who is the head designer of this whole project.
Yes, I helped with kitchen cabinet colors as well as the finishes in the kitchen and then the staging of the kitchen.
So pretty much everything. You did a wonderful job. I can't wait to walk through the kitchen and see it all, Maria.
Thank you.
Want to do that now?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet.
Let's go.
I know I have my reservations when it comes to all white kitchens, but the off-white color that was chosen for this kitchen worked perfectly. And Maria, you did a heck of a job with that staging.
So we wanted to add a little bit of color to the kitchen because it was very bright. So we added a little bit of green, some textures in the placemats.
Love these.
Some of the wood tones around the back with the artwork.
I feel like that's a big trend now too, is moving away from stark white everything and having some of those natural textures and warmer tones kind of mixed in. And are these real?
Yeah, they are. I went for them this morning at the bakery.
Can we have them afterwards? Or?
Yes,
We got to talk about the paint that was used in this project on the cabinets.
Yeah, so we went with cloud cover.
Yeah.
So it's not like a stark white, but it's got like a gray undertone. So we wanted to pull the grays from the countertops and the backsplash and to tie it in all together.
And anything that isn't Chantilly lace, I'm on board with. I think the big problem with it is a lot of people just default to the brightest white possible rather than hand-picking something that works perfectly for the space. And even the handle choices, like we have some smaller ones up top and then the pulls down below, but all kind of having that same sort of theme.
We wanted to keep the flow with what was already on the appliances because the appliances weren't changed. They kept with those. So they decided to kind of go with like the round cylinder shape.
It works so nicely. Looks awesome. All right, Felisa.
All right, James.
What do you think?
I love it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Big difference, eh?
It really like freshened it up.
Yeah.
Made it feel like airier. I didn't notice the ceiling until it was painted, to be honest, how high it went. The lighting really worked with like our lighting that we get.
Oh, you have
side of the house.
Amazing, beautiful natural light coming in too.
Yes, and you didn't really notice that as much until the white came in and you were like, oh, okay, it really complemented the house.
But it's nice too, like we were talking with Maria earlier, how it's a softer white. So it's not too overwhelming, but it does the job at reflecting so much light back into the space.
And just like the rest of the population, we were thinking Chantilly lace, to be honest.
Why?
Like, I know. But you know what? Maria showed us like 10 samples. We realized very quickly that wasn't the choice for us. It was be too bright. One thing we learned from the experience is that there are so many shades and so many factors that play, including like your lighting and the things that you have and what it reflects on your mood, and like it was really nice to learn about that through this experience. We really appreciate like all your patience and expertise.
Oh, my pleasure. And now I think all that's left to do is
eat it all.
Eat the staging.
Yes, Grayson, come on.
Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate everything.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
You want some scones?
Croissants. Come, Ren.
Want some croissants? Nice.
So there you have it, a free kitchen makeover for one of our subscribers. I kind of like doing that. Maybe we should do it again. Please like and share it with your friends. Honestly, the better this video does, the more likely we're gonna do it again. And be sure to subscribe because your kitchen might be next. See you in the next one.